Hola, ¿cómo están? My compañeros. This is a public service announcement for anybody who is a user of Parler, or I guess they say Parlay, whichever way you announce it. This gentleman right here, he started this account. It said he joined 01Dec20, but all of these things have only been posted within the last 2 days. And the reason why I'm trying to bring this up is because this gentleman right here, in my personal opinion, is what they term a little pink, or part of the 10-cent army. A person who most likely is not even a U.S. citizen, that is taking it upon himself to stir the shit here in the United States in order to get people to get annoyed with the idea of free speech. Free speech is the right for somebody else to annoy you. So when this gentleman tries to abuse our liberties and our rights by blaspheming the Lord we love or demeaning the leaders that we have, we got to take it with a grain of salt, and I think it's a representation of how free our country is. I wrote him a message asking him whether or not that he wished that he could speak to his government in the way he speaks to ours. There's a wonderful link below this that I'll include that talks about how they treat protesters in communist China. And so anybody that is in active protest of the government, I think is somebody that should be applauded to some degree. But I think that anybody that is in active protest against the people, against another individual citizen, then that is abhorrent. Somebody who points the finger at somebody else's religion and laughs at it, that's abhorrent. Somebody who points the finger at somebody else's heroes and laughs at them, that's abhorrent. I think that we need to, but abhorrence is free speech. You do not have the right to not be to not be frightened. You don't have the right to not be offended. The First Amendment is beautiful. It gives us the right to disagree. I just wanted to bring this gentleman to everybody's attention because he is posting some extremely inflammatory things, and I just wanted to bring up the whole idea behind an individual like this who just stirs the shit. There's so many of these individuals that get on these platforms and abuse the free speech aspect of it in such a way as to drive a normal person away. They use language that nobody wants to hear. They talk about arguments that nobody wants to get into, and they really try to make things counterproductive. But it's up to individuals who know how special our rights are to see people like this and just see them as a worthy or a necessary evil. They're a necessary evil in a world of freedom. People have the right to be rude. People have the right to be obstinate. People do not have the right to be mean. People do not have the right to be cruel. You do not have the right to smother somebody else's innocent ideas or thoughts, ever. If somebody else has a thought or an idea from an innocent heart with innocent intentions, it is not right to berate that person just for simply being wrong. And to individuals like this, they love to berate people. They love to get people they love to get people's goat, as the Satanists might say. I thought that he had only been a member for maybe a couple days, but I guess 11/6, that's 1 month's time, and he already has a badge, a parlay badge. So I always wonder about these guys. They come from click farms. Please Google click farms or look it up on DuckDuckGo.